did it feel like the universe just sort of like fell into place when you were making it, like, or did it like really kind of a struggle?
In retrospect, that's deceptive. I think that might be like an evolutionary thing in the mind of like, oh, it all kind of came naturally, these things. And I know that feeling of like having made a piece of artwork and you don't remember how fucking miserable it was to make the thing, where you're like, I was boiling hot, I was, hyperventilating, I was sleeping at night, and then you look back and you're like, oh, what a great fun time that was on set.
It's like having a kid where you're just like
you only remember the nice stuff. It is a weird thing. I think that is evolutionary. I think it's something where like the selective memory that we have, or the past memories that we have of like, oh, we only remember the nice things instead of how hot we were on the Spanish Steps in Rome. I feel like with that film, I'm so reminded of what torture it was to do. It is one of the hardest things I've done. It's 13 minutes, and you have to organically cry halfway through. You have to do this complicated dance routine. For like an actor's monologue, it is a challenge to do, and I made it that way. I wanted to make something super impressive that would make people surprised that a human is able to do that. Rachmaninoff apparently would do that. His hands were enormous, and he would only write music for people that can reach those keys, which is really funny. I love that. I was trying to show off. That was the whole point. I wanted to impress people and get laid. And so I was doing that. That's what we all were trying to do.
And now you're married, so
it worked out, man. It worked out perfectly. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. But no, I look back and I'm like, with the Thunder Road feature, I've always had this thing, and I think a lot of artists have this thing of like, I'm gonna die soon. I need to get this thing out of me, and like I need to finish the thing and be comfortable that I'm an artist and I made this thing. It's this weird fear of death, but also like desire to get the things out there to spread your seed, basically. And so at any given time, I'm thinking, I'm going to be dead next year. I'm going to be dead in 2 years or whatever. And I've always had that since I was a teenager. And with the Thunder Road feature, it's a suicide letter. It was supposed to be this thing that was going to kill me. We wrote this thing to be impossible to do, and to also be this thing that is going to be on my epitaph of like, how to best raise a daughter, how to not screw up when a parent dies. It was supposed to be this like digging up of all of this awful stuff that we try to ignore in America and in masculinity and in families. And I wanted to have it out in the world before I died, and now I don't know what I'm still doing here.